Bowl Championship is up for grabs here at the Sugathadasa Stadium as St. Anthony's College will be hosted by Thurstan College, and the visiting Antonians will know that they are just a win away from grabbing the Bowl Championship. On the other hand, Thurstan need a positive result today. This is the Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, bringing you live action from the Sugathadasa Stadium. And joining with me in the commentary box is Romario De Silva.
Good evening, Kevin, and yes, indeed, silverware up for grabs in this match for St. Anthony's as they go through their final warm-ups. Well, it'll no doubt be a thrilling encounter because Thurstan College will not be a pushover, but St. Anthony's College coming into this game, they've had an unblemished record in this second round and will be no doubt hoping to keep that intact as they push towards that bowl championship rather.
Well, and this is the weather forecast for today. As of now, all clear. It is a bit cloudy, and the maximum temperature being 29 Celsius, while the minimum temperature being 26, and a wind speed of 19 kilometers blowing from the left of your screens towards the right. And as you mentioned, both teams, despite not starting the season well, have come to a position where they have been able to get positive results back to back.
Indeed, I think quite a few teams, they did not fare well in the first round, but in the second round they have come up trumps and now have the opportunity of ending this long season with silverware.
Well, these will be the fixtures that is happening concurrently along with this game. Thurstan College taking on St. Anthony's, the featured game from the Sugathadasa Stadium. At the meantime, Prince of Wales will be taking on Malia. They were at the Prince of Wales College grounds. That will be another cracker of a match as well. Two big games. At the meantime, we have news from Piliyandala Central. They have withdrawn from the game today due to some uncertain conditions with their team. And yes, these are the two games that will be live from brought to you live from the Papare.
Plenty of action line up today, tomorrow, and on Sunday as well. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, it's Thurstan College playing host to St. Anthony's today here at Sugathadasa.
Well, both teams know that this will be a very important game for them. That on your screens is the Antonian skipper Omitu Disanayaka. Surprisingly took over kicking duties later in the game last week around with the Arthur. St. Anthony's changing things around in their last few games of the season. On the other hand, Thurstan have a very, very promising talent. Sithij Jayatilaka, the highest point scorer of, or rather try scorer of the season with 12 tries behind his name. So there's a lot of promising individual talents will be featured in this game, but both the teams have to know that they have to play with their best of strategies to win the game. And we'll quickly have a look at the highlights from the previous week. This was Thurstan beating Dharmaraja at Nithavala 37 points to 22. Dharmaraja unfortunate to lose another game, and St. Anthony steamrolled through with the Arthur with 48 points to 31. A very important victory that was for the Antonians. And we also had Mahanama drawing against Science, and that really put Vidyartha and Dharmaraja on trouble.
Indeed, I think Vidyartha and Dharmaraja know that nothing but a couple of wins will help their cause, because if not, they will be facing the drop.
Well, these are the results from the previous week. Started off with Kingswood College beating Ananda narrowly by 22 points to 16. We also had Dharmaraja losing against Thurstan. St. Thomas's beat St. Peter's 28 points to 26. And in the Bowl Championship, we also had St. Anthony's beating Vidyartha 48 points to 31, while Mahanama drew against Science 31 points each. And that result really put Vidyartha and Dharmaraja in trouble. With that, we will go for a very short commercial break. On the other hand, we'll bring in more action from Sugathadasa.
Reserve your BYD vehicle today with John Keel's CG Auto by visiting the BYD showrooms or call us on 0112 125 125.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Some bonds last a lifetime. Nippon Cement.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
රාමෙන් පාරක් දාමුද?
මෙතන
විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ඕනෙම තැනක රාමෙන්.
හඳුන් වාදන මෙල්බන් ස්නැකර්ස් කොරියන් රාමෙන් සේවරි විස්කට්. රාමෙන් සැරට සෙට් වෙන්න.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Saratona enjoy karanga party ekata go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth ekata go එකක්.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. සමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Link Natural Cramp Guard Plus. No more suffering from muscle cramps. The herbal specialist for muscle cramps. A trusted product from Link Natural.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamari.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Reserve your BYD vehicle today with John Keel's CG Auto by visiting the BYD showrooms or call us on 0112 125 125.
That was summer refresh when the train ekata go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth ekata go එකක්.
Whose fault is this? Looks like someone didn't use Tokyo Superset for bricklaying and plastering. Tokyo Superset. Do it right the first time.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
German-engineered tyres for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Forests come in many forms. They can be up in the hills or down in the plains, fed by the rain or sculpted by the sun. Our forests are deeply rooted in us. They are a living inspiration.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Hamasitakma pipide, rasa lemon rasa ye. Jeevithayama mihirai, Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, children lemon.
Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection samaging pirimin sadahamai.
Well, we are back again now with action here at the Sugathadasa Stadium. And this is St. Anthony's College taking on Thurstan. Thurstan are hosting the visiting Eagles. And these are the points table from round 2 on the Bowl Championship. St. Anthony's College leading the chart with 18 points with 3 back-to-back wins. And Thurstan are not far away with 15 points, 3 games, 2 wins. And that sole draw against Mahanama. And Mahanama also hanging in there with 12 points with 3 games, 1 win and 2 draws.
Indeed, I think Thurstan College will know that the task is pretty simple for them. They will have to get a victory, and if they do so, I think they can upset the apple cart. But if they don't manage to do that, I think St. Anthony's will walk away with the Bowl Championship.
Well, Vidyartha and Dharmaraja sitting on the bottom of the table with 2 points and 1 point each, and Vidyartha will hope that they can beat Mahanama tomorrow, and at the meantime they will have to beat Dharmaraja in the final week as well. So yes, both the teams at the bottom will have a heavy task ahead for them.
I think by the looks of it and on form, you don't see anything coming out for Vidyartha and Dharmaraja. I think it's the drop is inevitable and it's imminent. It's just a matter of time.
Well, up next we'll have a look at the top try scorers list, and it is Sthiti Jajathilaka of Thurstan leading the chart with 12 tries behind his name. He was up par with Minula Yedhege the previous week with 10 tries each, but the 2 tries against Dharmaraja put him on the top spot, and Minula Yedhege with 11 tries has been a very consistent performer, is at the second place, while Dedula Jayasuriya, Nisit Kumar Singh and Praveen Lakmal will fill up the rest of the 3 spots in the top 5.
Tight race at number 1 and 2, because the Thurstan College plays no doubt playing in a different league than the Trinity College player. As we see the top point scorers, Shambudita sitting pretty on top with 97. Dilruwan Perra, he has been guiding the Science College ship single-handedly, and that's why he sits in second place with 91 points. Idris Farooq 67 points in third place. Abdul Hadi, he has also been massive for Wesley College with 61 points, and Mayanka Dias with 60 points.
Well, again, as we've mentioned before, this will be a very important game for both the sides if they are having any hopes of winning the Bowl Championship. Not what St. Anthony's would have looked for coming into the season, roping in Salya Kumar to end up in the Bowl Championship segment and winning the Bowl Championship, but still they have done reasonably well in their final few matches, and a Bowl Championship would be something that they would cherish for the position that they are in. And on the other hand, Thurstan haven't had a single win since being promoted to the top division. One that came in the final week of the first round against Vidyartha, and since then they have been on a uphill. They've beat Vidyartha here at Sugathadasa, then found another win against Dharmaraja, and also had a draw against Mahanama.
Indeed, I think talking about St. Anthony's College, Kevin, I think nothing but securing the bowl championship will see their season being ending on a good note, because if they don't secure the bowl championship, I think it will be quite a dreadful season. But the only thing that can change that is St. Anthony's winning the bowl championship. For Thurstan, on the other hand, I think they did well to bounce back and secure a couple of victories in the second round, and I think they have gone from strength to strength.
Well, the positive side for the Antonians in that opening round was that they haven't considered a lot. Most of their games have ended up being close encounters, especially games against Seranayaka and Anand, narrowly losing both the games. They had the chance to beat both the sides, and even against top sides like Wesley and St. Anthony's did play well in that opening half. Well, with that, we will go for another short commercial break, and we will bring you more action from the Sugathadasa Stadium.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තියේ කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චෞමරි අක්කා. බිත්තියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ඇක්වා ෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ඇක්වා ෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence. Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ඇක්වා ෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ඇක්වා ෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine, just believe it's
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Drink Samahan daily to boost your immunity and stay healthy against prevailing health conditions. Samahan daily. Stay healthy.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රසයක් බැහැය. Chirpy chips. රිදෙන්නේ දැනෙන රස.
Welcome back to the live action from the Sugathadasa Stadium. We are just moments away from kick-off of this game between St. Antonians and Thurstan, live from Sugathadasa. Thurstan, of course, hosting the Antonians, and Thurstan have had a tremendous record so far here at the Sugathadasa Stadium in the latter part of their season. Well, we'll quickly have a look at the teams, the lineups of both the sides, starting with St. Antony's, and their forwards will consist of Saneth Ratnayaka, who has improving very well, and he will be partnered up with Awan Ekanayaka, Shevin Nestora, Dinuka Jayasundara, Johan Kingston, Ravindu Gregory, fresh off a hat-trick from the previous game against Vidyartha, and they also have Tarusha Karuna Nayaka and Akesh Sampath filling up that forward slot, and the backs will consist of Omita Disanayaka, the skipper, Deshan Liyanage, Taham Darshana, Vimukti Kodikara, Ranjir Pereira, Johan Arunavardhana and Kalpa Lakmina, while the replacements being Jayatunga, Abekon, Premaratna, Vitanage, Emmanuel, Mantilaka, Liyanage, Anthony Bandara and Ravichandran. Quite a few changes in the Antonian lineup. Deshan Liyanage dropping out to the bench.
Tasun, Vinuk and Tarusha will be in the front rows for Thurstan College. Dilin and Nilanga in the second row, with Ruchira, Jayatu and Sitija rounding off the 8 forwards for Thurstan College. In the back sits Hapu Arachi and Nehad at 9 and 10. Esitha and Sally will be at 12 and 13, with Abdul, Indeepa and Teekshana rounding off the run on 15 for the home team.
Well, the dark clouds are slowly approaching towards Sugathadasa, and we hope that the rain gods will not spoil, will not open up here today till the game is over, because we need some fast play rugby, especially St. Antony's, whenever they've been given conditions where there has not been much rain, their back line has played really well. And the Thurstan team, the home side, is making their way onto the field.
Well, the task at hand is no doubt set in stone here at the Sugathadasa ground. St. Anthony's College, they will know that nothing but a win will help their cause. Well, for Thurstan College, they will be desperate to stop this St. Anthony's outfit.
Well, before the start of the game, a 1-minute silence will be observed in respect to the late Mr. P.B. Galahitiawa, former old Antonian and a renowned author, and a former vice principal of St. Anthony's College, Kandy. And he was a big instrumental figure for Anthony's when it comes to sports. It is pretty chilled out here at Sugathadasa. Generally, whenever St. Anthony's travel to Colombo, whenever a Kandy side travel to Colombo, they get humid conditions, but the conditions here will suit them a lot. And as we've talked about before, Thurstan has a big name in their ranks with 12 tries behind his name, and St. Anthony's will have done the homework on how to stop him. But will Jayatilaka score a few more tries here today? And our match official for the day will be Tharindu, the standing referee. Another young and upcoming referee from the referees union. Well, a lot was talked about the Antonian front row in the beginning of the season, them not showing up. But the previous game, the front row did tremendously well, especially Ravindu Gregory, the number 8, scoring 3 tries in that game. And also St. Anthony's went over to score 3 tries off the maul, and that will be one thing that Thurstan will be looking into coming into this game, as we are set and ready to kick off proceedings.
Jivika Fonseca will be assisting Tharindu alongside Santosh. 3 referees will no doubt have quite a task at their hands.
Well, Deshan Lenage has the ball in his hands, and he's waiting for the referee's whistle to go up, as we are all set. And the game is off here at Sugathadasa Stadium. Deshan goes deep and couldn't really collect the other Thurstan backline, but somehow manages to hold on to position there. Rush defense coming in from the Antonians, charging that ball, applying pressure on the Thurstanites here. Ball still inside the Thurstan 22. St. Anthony's putting a lot of pressure there. This is exactly what they did against Vidyartha. Applying pressure whenever the opponents have the ball inside their own half in danger territory. And St. Anthony's have an early line out just outside of the 22-meter mark, as Avan Nekanayaka is all set to take it.
Early fumble by Thurstan College from the kickoff, and they'll be extremely disappointed with how they clear their lines. But St. Anthony's will be licking their lips now.
Avan Nekanayaka with the line out through, and this was the maul that I was talking about before. St. Anthony's played really well the previous week, especially when it comes to the maul, and today as well. They are moving forward. Thurstan defense having no answers as of now. Slowly and steadily, the Antonians are looking to get their opening Amana Bank try here at Sugathadasa. Now the ball has broken loose from the maul. The heavy forwards of St. Anthony's trying to go pod by pod here. Just 5 meters away from the try line here. St. Anthony still with possession. Omita Disana collects it, sends it to Deshan Lenage. Deshan Lenage looking for some space out there. Omita Disana getting ever so close there, but knocking the ball in the process. A lucky break that is for Thurstan, but St. Anthony's do have a penalty advantage coming their way.
Not one but 2 penalty advantages coming their way, and St. Anthony's College, well, the player who tried to score the try will be quite disappointed, but here goes the visitors.
Avan Nekanayaka puts the ball into Gregory, and the number 4 of St. Anthony's goes under the post for the first Amana Bank try of the game, and that is Dinuka Jayasundar. What a start this is for the Antonians.
Just a start that St. Anthony's College would have been hoping to get, and well, the home team have been punished. It all started from that wobbly old kickoff when the Thurstan College player missed it, and now they have been penalized for that.
Well, Lakmina adds the 2 points and Antonians gets the early lead here, 7 points in nil. And this is exactly what they did the previous week against Vidyata as well. They started off proceedings with the kickoff, going deep with the kick. Deshanli and again the Antonian defense charged in, applied a lot of pressure on the opponents, and that is exactly what they did here. And they got a line out through that. And from there on, a brilliant maul, getting them inches closer to the try. Gave them the opportunity to open play from there and go over to score their first try through Tinuka Jayasundara. Thurstan have to be careful here. A short high penalty as kick rather, as Jayasundara takes it. St. Anthony's with possession now inside their own half. Omita Disanayaka to Deshan Lianage to Kodikara. Kodikara goes towards Lakmina. Decent start from the Antonians. They have to go, or rather use the momentum that they gained here. Omita Disanayaka yet again goes centre field as Lianage collects it, puts it to Randir Pereira. Scored a brilliant individual try the previous week on. As he was brought down there by Esita Apurva. So Anthony is back inside at the Thurstan half. Disanayaka to Ekanayaka. Ekanayaka has dropped the ball forward. Will be a scrum in favour of Thurstan.
2 knock-ons on the occasion. Short restart was selected well by St. Anthony's College, and they had the momentum as they breached the gain line time and time again, but just trying to be a bit too slick on the occasion. The forwards, the front rows need to just carry the ball and tuck it under their arm and tuck their head down and run in straight, but they thought otherwise and left the ball behind.
Hansa takes the ball, puts it in towards Nihad Saleh as Thurstan are well inside the Antonian half, and they do have a penalty. It will be interesting to see what they will go for from here on, as St. Anthony's line was caught offside, and Thurstan, rightfully so, opting to go for that touch finder, as Esita Apurva will be looking to gain some good meters here, and that is a wasted opportunity from Apurva, probably with the wind blowing from the left of the screen, from where Thurstan have been playing. He could have found a lot more meters with that touch finder, Romario.
Well, he no doubt would have been hoping to get a bit more, at least to take his team into the opponent's 22, but now they just have to put that behind themselves and build on from here.
Venuka Hejita sends it deep, as Thurstan are just outside of that Antonian 22. Quick hands there, but unfortunately the collection wasn't clean, knocking it forward there. But seems like it came off an Antonian hand, so will be a scrum in favour of Thurstan.
I think there was a knock-on at the line out, and that's what the referee is going back for. Again, Thurstan College, well, this time Thurstan College rather, trying to be a bit too cheeky and leaving the ball behind them. Forwards just need to carry it and run in straight and hard.
Here's the Thurstan number 10, Nihad Saleh, who releases the ball, and unfortunately Thurstan have lost possession again. But the first knock-on was from Thurstan, so St. Anthony's will have a scrum, will have the opportunity to take play back into Thurstan's half, as the skipper Omita Disanayaka has the ball in his hands, and he will be feeding this ball in.
Both teams trying to just show their slickness through their hands, trying to get the quick passes.
Lian again now going past two, but eventually being brought down here. Omita Disanaika goes toward Lakmina with the clearance kick. A good one at that. Takes play back into the Thurstan half, deeper into the Thurstan half there, but the Thurstan full back there doing ever so well. Apurva down on the field, and Thurstan have another penalty, and this is their opportunity to take play back inside the Antonian half, as they will go for another touch finder here. The previous one was not good from Apurva, but this one is way better.
Now this time around he makes an immense, but I can see that seatbelt tackle just sliding up as the ball carrier slips down, did the St. Anthony's player, and now that penalty has yielded quite a few meters for Thurstan College as they find themselves inside the opponent's half.
Brilliant recovery from the Antonians with the line out. They have one back position. Kodikara to Pereira to Lianage to Lakmina. Quick hands here as Lakmina goes towards his wing, the number 14, Gunawardhan there. And St. Anthony's again with a lot of momentum with this attack coming all the way from their own half in towards the Thurstan half, as Lianage puts in the grubber. Lakmina chases it. Can he get behind the ball? Well, he won't be able to get behind the ball, but St. Anthony's do have a line out throw just few meters away from the try line here. Again, momentum playing in favor of the Antonians. That was a brilliant attack from them. Starting on now with that recovery from the line out through.
St. Anthony's College preying on their opponent's mistakes. Here goes that rolling maul.
The Antonians yet again have formed that maul. They have been successful so far in the last few weeks with their maul, as Avan Ekanayaka opts to go on his own. Avan Ekanayaka going sideways, eventually being brought down there by the Thurstan defense. This time it is the try scorer. Can he score the second? He won't score the second, but St. Anthony's will, as Gregory scores the second Amana Bank try for the Antonians. That is his fourth try in 2 weeks. Excellent start for the Antonians. 2 early tries, and this is the confirmation of the try scorer, Ravindu Gregory, the deputy skipper for the Antonians.
Second Amana Bank try for St. Anthony's College. And Gregory, well, that was quite an easy try. He would score because the defenders were just in no man's land, as the conversion is successful. 11 minutes on the clock as St. Anthony's College going to a 14-point lead.
Well, this was the replay from that second try of the Antonians. That was the opening try scorer, Jayasundar, and from there on it was Gregory.
Yeah, there you can see the fold defense quite slow by Thurstan College, and they have been made to pay for it.
Again, a faulty restart kick from the Thurstan number 12, falling in his own half. That was Siddha Apurva. St. Anthony.
Well, you don't see that too often, Kevin. The restart falling in your own team's half. Collector's item.
Well, absolutely, you don't see that very often. Unfortunate for the young Apurva. He still has plenty of time left.
Well, I think these are the moments that you talk with your teammates in the sheds and have a good laugh about.
But absolutely, as Disanaika puts the ball to Lianage finding some space there, eventually passing the ball to Lakmina. St. Anthony's again on the move. with a positive attack there. And Thurstan have done well to recover possession. As they will opt to go on their own as well without bringing in that clearance kick. Here's the scrum of Hansa Hapuarashi. Putting the ball to the big forward. He tries to barge through the Antonian defense, but he has been brought down as well. Thurstan trying ever so hard here, but the Antonian defense has been good so far.
It's all a bit too static by the Thurstanites. The player who tips the ball on for that for his partner, well, unfortunately he doesn't do it with enough time left, and the receiver of that pass isn't running onto it. He has to stop and then create his momentum again, and I think that's why the Thurstan College ball carriers are pushed back on pretty much every occasion that they have received the ball, because by the looks of it they don't seem to be on the same groove.
Thurstan again playing from their own half and goes towards the number 23 there. And St. Anthony's have won back position with a brilliant counter-ruck there, as Kodikara to Disanayaka to Jayasundara to Liyanage to Avan Ekanayaka.
The referee deeming that the tackler did not release fast enough and get out of the ruck area, and now St. Anthony's College with yet another opportunity, as their fly half puts the ball into the opponent's 22, and well, they will be licking their lips, St. Anthony's College.
Absolutely, and they will be looking to go for that maul for the third consecutive time. Here's the replay of that infringement from Thurstan. They have conceded far too many penalties so far in the game, as Avan Ekanayaka has another opportunity to put in a good line out throw, and St. Anthony's will definitely look to form that driving maul here. They have been successful in doing that so far. Well, a small halt in the game as we are waiting for a different ball. As finally we've got ourselves one, and it gets darker and darker here at Sugathadasa, as Avan Ekanayaka puts the ball in, and St. Anthony's goes for that maul yet again. Thurstan defense are desperate here to hold these off, but the Antonian attack is steady, this time going sideways, and Thurstan have done well to keep the Antonian maul away. That was Jayasundara going to his knees, and that's the reason why Thurstan have won back position here.
Good defensive play on that occasion. Thurstan College recovering well, and now still inside their own half, but with possession on their side.
Here's the replay there. Excellent work from Thurstan defense to keep the Antonian attack away. And they do have the line out throw now. Wasn't the best of touch finders yet again from Apurva, but does the job for the moment, as the big number 3 Tharusha being brought down. Thurstan goes centre field here. Quick hands, trying to be cheeky there, knocking the ball forward in the process, but they do have an advantage coming their way. Apurva hasn't been at his best so far with the kicks. been a bit all over the place.
He's seemed to have left his kicking boots in the locker. Still just on the 50-meter line as we see that replay again. Well, was there anything there? We're not too sure. I think it was before that at the line out. That was where the infringement occurred.
Well, Thurstan have another line out right at the 50-meter mark. Does well here. They go for the maul here. A bit of a piece of their own medicine for the Antonians, and Thurstan forwards are doing well here. They are moving forward. But the Antonian defense holding on for the moment there. And the maul has been broken there, but they do have an advantage there as well. The Thurstanites as they are going forward upward with quick hands there. This is the number 23, the wing of Thurstan. Thurstan moving forward with a lot of confidence here, still to open the scoring here just outside of that 22-meter mark here. Here's the big number 3 now with a heavy tackle coming his way. Tarusha again trying to be too cheeky there, Thurstan, but they know that they do have a penalty advantage coming their way. So we will go back to that. The referee Tharindo will go back to that.
They'll be quite disappointed with how that play came to an end. They did have momentum on their side. However, the only good thing that came out of that was the penalty advantage. And now, by the looks of it, kickers have been changed. And in the number 13 jumper, was Sally, who puts the boot to ball.
The change of kicker has taken them inside the Antonian 22. For the first time in the game, Thurstan will have an attacking line-out throw inside good territory inside the opponent's half. Karuna Naika with a very, very important line-out throw here. 19 minutes are down in our clock. St. Antony's leading the charge with 14 points to nil. Thurstan chasing the game, goes deep there. The line-out throw is good, and they have formed that maul yet again. Again, a bit of their own medicine for the Antonians. Thurstan does well to gain some meters with that maul. Can they find some space here through this Antonian defense? Going with their forwards here. Tarusha makes the ball available. Karuna Naika waits for the right moment to barge. Still with possession here, Thurstan. They have to be patient here. But we will go back for another previous advantage that Thurstan had. They're just a few meters away from the try line, and seems like they will opt to go for a quick tap here.
Thurstan College just getting out muscled at that previous breakdown.
As Karuna Naika with a heavy run. Here's the Thurstan number 8 now, Siti Jajathilaka, the top try scorer. Thurstan moving forward with confidence here. Well, another advantage will come the way of the home side, as Thurstan looking to ride on the momentum that they gained through this attack. The Antonian defense has to be careful here. They know that they can't concede any more soft penalties, but Thurstan will go back to the previous advantage.
By the looks of it, the player who tipped his opponent for St. Anthony's might be on his way into the bin. Excited fans screaming red card from behind us. The referee, however, having a word with the St. Anthony's skipper.
Well, the Antonians will be very fortunate if the ref doesn't bring out a card out of his pockets. The skipper Omita Disanayaka exchanging the conversation that he had with the referee Tharindu towards his teammates. Bit of a halt in the game.
Okay, on the line.
Seems like there won't be any card taken out of the pockets of Tharindu as Thurstan with a quick take there. Still not being able to go past the Antonian defense. The Antonian defense holding this Thurstan attack away for the moment, but Thurstan are inching closer here and they will go over for their first Amana Bank try, and that is Sithija Jayatilaka. The top try scorer makes it 13 tries for the season.
Well, great passage of play there by the home team. The forwards doing all the tough work, and Sithija adding the Amana Bank try for the home team. Now with the conversion going over, the deficit is cut in half.
Well, Minula Yeddehige will have some catching to do tomorrow against Wesley, as Sithija Jayatilaka has gone 2 tries up from him, sitting comfortably at the top position. Here's the replay of that try. The forwards doing the most work there for Thurstan, as the number 8 Sithija Jayatilaka goes under the post to make it 5-14 for Thurstan, and the conversion was through as well. Thurstan just 7 points away, and the Antonians will know that they can't afford to give any more room for the Thurstanites to score more points. He has Lianage goes deep yet again, and the ball will end up dead.
Shot in goal here at Sugathadasa, and the St. Anthony's College player just put in a bit too much on that restart. Now the referee will come back all the way to the 50-meter mark, center point of the ground, and award a scrum in favor of the defending team.
Well, will be a scrum on the 50-meter mark for Thurstan, with that ball being end up dead there. Hansa feeds it in, and here's Thurstan again riding on that momentum that they gained from the previous try, but unfortunately knocking the ball forward there. Showing a lot of urgency but not composure.
Well, what I don't understand is what the player on the floor, the ball carrier, was trying to do on that occasion. All he needs to do is just place the ball and secure it, hoping that his teammates will secure the ruck. But instead, from the floor, he decides to pop that ball up. And the player arriving, he's not expecting that pass. He's coming to just clear the ruck out.
Disanayaka to Lianage. Lianage puts the ball to boot, takes play inside the Thurstan half, and a brilliant kick that is from Lianage. Wins St. Anthony's line out through. That was a 50-22 from the Antonian fly half there.
Now here's an opportunity for St. Anthony's College. After defending, there you see that from inside his own half, bouncing the ball and bounces it into touch. 50-22, undoubtedly, and here goes St. Anthony's.
And the Antonians go for that maul again, but quickly have taken play away as Jayasundara quickly passes the ball towards is a fellow forward there, Shevin Netsara. And St. Anthony's inching forward yet again. They just conceded a try from the other end. They increase the deficit here, and Thurstan have done well. Rolling on, says the referee, so will be Thurstan's ball there.
Linesman getting harassed by the home faithful. However, the penalty has been won by Thurstan College, and they opt to go for touch. Thurstan College still within striking distance, as we see that the ruck was cleared out, but the ball carrier, he had too many goes on the floor.
Here's Winuk with the line out, so tries to go deep, and St. Anthony's have one position here, but they have knocked the ball forward. So will be a scrum for Thurstan.
Errors compounding on both teams, and I think the St. Anthony's player wasn't expecting Thurstan College player to overthrow that line out, but once he did so, unexpectedly the ball arrived, and St. Anthony's player knocked it on.
Here's Hansa Hapuarachi with the feed in, collects the ball out, puts it centre field as Thurstan yet again without clearing, opting to go on their own, and St. Anthony's have one position back. They probably should have looked to bring that clearance kick, take the ball away from danger territory. And Lianage slots the ball for the touch finder, takes Anthony's closer.
Closer and closer, St. Anthony's go to their opponent's try line, but just lacking a bit of execution by the visitors. But now, a full man line out, preparing for we all know what, Kevin.
Awane Ekanaka with the throw in. St. Anthony's forms them all. They are gaining meters here, getting closer to that try line. Jayasundara has the ball with him, has been brought down to the floor. Omita Disanayaka collects the ball, puts it to Lianage with a quick pass to Kodikara just inches away on the floor now. St. Anthony's looking to score their third try, just inches short again. Getting ever so close are the Eagles, as Sennett with the ball on his feet, being brought down as Tesanayaka, the skipper, will go over to score the third Amana Bank try for the Antonians.
And with that, a Thurstan College player goes down, clutching on his knee, and doesn't look to be good signs. The tackler tried to stop Omita by diving low, and by the looks of it, I think it was a friendly fire there. Here you go. The ball pops out from this ruck, and Omita, well, he just had one thing to do, and there you go. The number 11 clutching onto his knee, and boy oh boy, that doesn't look too good.
Well, Lakmin with 50 points behind his name in the season has the opportunity to add 2 more points to his score tally. He is in that top 10 list of point scorers. The Thurstan players still on the floor, being attended there by a medic. But a decent start for the Antonians. 19 points on the board while conceding just 7, as Kalpa Lakmina is all set and ready to take this conversion. It will make St. Anthony's 21 and Thurstan 7, which is 5 minutes away from the halftime hooter. Lakmina makes no mistake with his conversion. St. Anthony's go 21 points up on the scoreboard.
21 points and 2 converted tries ahead from their opponents, and glory of the bowl championship will no doubt be ringing in the minds of the St. Anthony's College players, but we all know that it's half and about 5 minutes away from securing that.
Apurva with the restart again, puts the ball high up, and he's going to be another scrum on the 50-meter mark.
Well, the fourth kickoff restart for Thurstan College, and I think it has been 1 out of 4 for them this evening. Have just managed to succeed on 1 occasion and have put 3 out or short, as the player with the knee injury is rather limping off from the far side.
Disanayaka puts the ball in as Gregory collects it, passes it to Disanayaka to Lianage. Goes towards his wing, who is waiting just by a touch, as St. Anthony's with possession, trying to gain more meters with this attack, as Jayasundar fends off a defender, gains at least 5-6 meters with his barge. Lianage to Randir Pereira steps past 1, steps past 2. Randir getting closer here, and St. Anthony is wasting no time here to get their 4th try. Here's Sanetta Ratnayaka. St. Anthony's inching closer towards their 4th try. It wasn't long ago since they scored their 3rd try. A 4th try here before the halftime break will give a lot of confidence for the Antonians going into the halftime break, and St. Anthony's seems like have just got closer and closer to that try line there. But Thurstan manages to win back possession.
Well, that could not have been closer and easier to score for St. Anthony's College, but well, that's how things have gone on for them. But what would be interesting to see is, did this player go over? He was virtually on the try line. There you can see Thurstan College hand pulling the ball back.
The goal line dropout from Thurstan again. Not the best of kicks from Apurva. Hasn't been having a good day here, the young man. So will be another line out throw for the Antonians just outside of that 22-meter mark. And as Romario has been saying, the Antonians will be licking their lips.
Well, St. Anthony's College 21 points to the good 14-point lead. Will be eyeing for that 4th try and the bonus point.
St. Anthony's goes deep as Akesh Sampath still on his feet, getting closer and getting a lot of support from his fellow forwards here. St. Anthony's inching forward yet again, looking to score that 4th try to make it 26 points, and St. Anthony's just being brought down in front of that try line here. And here's the opportunity for Jayasundar to go over Thurstan with some desperate defense here. St. Anthony's ever so close from similar position. They lost position not long ago, as Omita Disanayaka, waiting for the right moment to take the ball out, goes towards his fellow forward, but he knocks it forward. There was Johan Kingston knocking the ball forward there.
It will be interesting to see what sort of a replay we can get, whether there was downward pressure coming in. But what a great run by the number 28 for Sampath was the player who secured that line out which was overthrown. And here's that try, or suspected try. A bit more slower from the production team, I think will help our cause.
Well, Thurstan with the scrum. Again, interesting, not looking to clear. Finally, they have brought in that clearance kick. Falls straight into the Antonian number 9, Omita Disanaika with some space, gains some good meters, takes play inside the 22-meter mark. And Thurstan have yet again done well there with defense. No support coming in there for the skipper, Omita Disanaika.
About 3 chances they had did St. Anthony's, but they managed to successfully cough them up. And now it's half time here at Sugathadasa.
St. Anthony's to have themselves a 21 points to 7 lead, but they would have been happy had they got one more try behind their name, because they had plenty of chances coming their way right at the brink of half-time, 3 to be exact. But nevertheless, the Antonians will be the happier side going into the half-time break. 21 points behind their name while conceding just 7 points, and they are just a step away from grabbing that bowl championship. So here's the confirmation of the half-time score. St. Anthony's 21 and Thurstan 7. Well, with that we will go for another short commercial break. On the other hand, we'll bring you second half action from the Sugathadasa Stadium.
Hey, shall we have a ramen? Yeah? Yes, now you can have Korean ramen anytime, anywhere with newly introduced Maliban Snackers Korean Ramen Savory Biscuit. Grab a pack for just 550 rupees and get that spicy Korean ramen sensation while watching this match.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
විහිළු නෙමේ ටෝකියෝ සුපර් ඕන වැඩකට සුපර්.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection samagin pirimin sadhamai.
The road is yours.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
There is a rhythm to island life, where a walk is a dance, where there is work-life flexibility, where fun is serious, and where songs rise out of the sea. The unique and amazing facets of island living inspire us.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
At ESU, every class, every opportunity unlocks a new version of yourself. Welcome to the Infinite You. Welcome to ESU.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
The road is yours.
German-engineered tyres for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Whose fault is this? Looks like someone didn't use Tokyo Super Seal for waterproofing. Tokyo Super Seal. Do it right the first time.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
බිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Saratona enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
The road is yours.
German-engineered tyres for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Love Rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
At ESU, every class, every opportunity unlocks a new version of yourself. Welcome to the Infinite You. Welcome to ESU.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
At ESU, every class, every opportunity unlocks a new version of yourself. Welcome to the Infinite You. Welcome to ESU.
That was summer refresh when the train got to go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
බිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Ah, boss, I got you some homemade milk toffee. Shall I bring it now? You know, no matter what others say, you are really important to us. I have never seen anyone care about the company as much as you do.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
හරි. ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer. සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
In the try of the season, and it was converted by Thurstan as well. And right at the brink of the half-time, St. Antonians caught another opportunity as their skipper Sugathadasa went over to score the third try, and Kalpa Lakmina made it 21 points to 7. Grim fans of Thurstan here at Sugathadasa, they will be hoping that their team will give a turnaround performance in the second half. But on the other hand, Antonians with a lot of momentum riding behind their backs in the second half will be looking to win the game comprehensively. Again, a deep restart. Restart kicks hasn't been the best so far today.
Well, the errors continue to compound for Thurstan College, and from the get-go onwards, the kickoffs and restarts have not been the best, and well, it continues into the second half as well. Horrendous kick-in continues.
Well, St. Antonians with another scrum by the 50-meter mark. Sugathadasa, the skipper, feeds the ball in, and quickly taken there by the Antonians as Lakmina looking to go on his own, gain some good meters with that run. Lean again up, clearing the ball away, putting to Disanayaka to the heavy set of forwards of the Antonians. They have done well so far. Commentators curse, you call it, and St. Antonians have lost possession.
Rewarded for their tough work at the breakdown were the home team. Here you go. Yet again, just shoveling it on the St. Antony's players, but was there a clear release? That was questionable, but here you go. Horrendous kick-in continues as the touch finder did not find touch, and St. Antony's College clear their lines, but still Thurstan with possession throwing into the line out inside their opponent's half.
Not the best of touch finders yet again from Thurstan, but fortunately for them, takes play inside the Antonian half. Karuna Naika with the line out through. Thurstan should look to get the first try or to put some points on the board as soon as they can, and not the best of throws there from Karuna Naika allows St. Antony's to win back position here.
There was a contest by both teams, and the throw slightly crooked, but the referee not taking any chances.
Disanayaka with the feed in as Gregory takes it out, puts it back to Disanayaka, and Disanayaka has been dragged out of touch. It was very, very close. There will be interesting to see a replay of that. Here's the replay. That was Gregory putting the ball to Disanayaka. Disanayaka, did he... Well, was it his shoelace?
Well, whatever it is, was quite a close call there. The referee decided that he will not take a chance.
Thurstan, better line out throw from them this time, and they have got into the Antonian half, and St. Anthony's with a brilliant turnover here, quickly taken by Disanaika. Disanaika opts to run on his own, doesn't have a lot of support, and Disanaika this time puts it to Pereira, and seems like he has just stepped on to the touch again. Very, very disappointed there, the Antonian skipper.
It'll be interesting to see whether he did step out, but the referee decides that the defenders were not 10 meters when he took that quick tap. But having said that, a great run there by Omita Disanaika.
Well, and Lianage takes the Antonians closer to that fourth try with a good touch finder. And Awanek Naik will have to do a good job here, and St. Anthony's will definitely go for that maul again, and that is exactly what they have done. And this time they have a lot of power behind that maul. They have got ever so close here. Plenty of support coming in for the Antonian attack. St. Anthony's just inches away from their fourth try, and the Antonians will score their fourth Amana Bank try, and it will be Awanek Naik, the try scorer for the Antonians.
Elated Antonian supporters there. We have one in the com box as well. Fourth try, bonus point secured, and by the looks of it, I think now the bowl championship has also been secured by St. Anthony's College. The second round, well, Kevin, it surely seemed a bit too easy for St. Anthony's, even though the first round was a bit out of their grasp.
Lakmina with the conversion, and his conversion seems to be good. Adds 2 more points for the Antonians, 30 points on the board for the visiting Eagles.
Ismail says it all, Kalpa Lakmina in the number 15 jumper, playing at fullback. It's been safe under the high ball, and now with his kicks off the tee as well. 4 out of 4 this evening here at Sugathadasa.
Well, quite a positive season this is for most of the schools from the Hill Capital, especially with Trinity, with the opportunity to win the league tomorrow if they win against Wesley. And again a faulty restart kick from Thurstan. Wonder what is happening with Apurva there.
Captain! Another restart, and pretty much the same outcome. What baffles me to see from up here in the com box is Kevin, that as he continues to make the mistake, he continues to try and execute it without just trying to put it in deep and make St. Anthony's work from deep.
Disanaika with the scrum taken by Gregory there. Disanaika now goes towards Lianage. Lianage with quick hands puts it in to his companion who is waiting for that. Lianage to Kingston. Kingston to Jayasundara.
Massive handoff there.
Lianage again going towards the wing as Gunawardana still on his feet. St. Anthony's making things look easy for themselves here.
Tarindu. Well, he has run out of patience, the referee, as the yellow card is shown. St. Anthony's player miraculously gets up and continues to receive a bit of treatment, just a bit of ice, the magic spray and the magic ice. That's what they all use, but here you go. That's why the Thurstan College big number 1 was sent to the bin.
Well, a lot of boos coming in from the Thurstan fan base as the Antonian got up onto his feet. But sometimes you do have to oversell.
Play acting. Well, there is quite a bit of it going around these days. Quite a few referees are not too happy to see that, but even in last weekend's Australia versus Lions game, we saw controversial call at the end, mean that Australia were on the receiving end. But now back to Sugathadasa.
Back to Sugathadasa and St. Anthony's with possession just outside of that 22. Disanaika to Lianage. That combination of Disanaika and Lianage has worked well for the Antonians so far. They have been instrumental in getting those balls out as quickly as possible, as this time Lianage takes it deep as Inshaf has been dragged out of touch there by Thurstan. They have done the job for the moment.
Just running out of real estate did the winger, and there were quite a few defenders on him, not giving him the opportunity to step inside there, as you see. But slick hands by the visitors.
A defensive line out this is for Thurstan. They can't afford to make any mistakes here. Goes short and knocks it back, fortunately. Ball still with Thurstan. They'll be looking to bring that clearance kick as soon as possible. Instead, Sitija opts to go on his own. Has been brought down again as well. Thurstan being patient here. And the Antonian defense takes them back. Finally, the clearance kick will come. But a good charge in there by the Antonians as they have won back possession through Randir Pereira. Here's the Antonians with some space on the outside as Lakmina will go over to score a picturesque try. With that dive in, another Amana Bank try for the Antonians. Surely they are winning from here.
Well, he did everything right and rounded off with that dive. Just unfortunately, no cameraman in front of him to capture the moment. But St. Anthony's College, well, they are running right here at Sugathadasa, making easy work out of Thurstan College as the home team. Well, this has pretty much been how their season has gone during the first round as well. This time around, the first match in the second round, which Thurstan College find themselves on the wrong side. Does not have the legs, does the fullback off his kick, Lakmina. So we see that replay. They had number Subhan on the outside and very well done by the winger. Without tucking it inside and trying to do everything on his own, he committed and passed and made sure Lakmina scored his try, his Amana Bank try.
Well, that's where the Antonians have bettered themselves in the second round. They have been a lot more selfless than what they were in the opening round.
Well, there you go, Kevin. Sanity prevails and they put that restart kick in deep.
And Lakmina will return the favour with a kick and it goes out of play. And Lakmina with that try is making himself closer and closer towards that top 5 point scorers list. He was 59 points coming into this game, and scoring a try and converting 3 would have got him much closer than what he was at the beginning of the game. And Thurstan now do have another line out through St. Anthony's with a commanding performance with just 23 odd minutes to go in this game. They are surely going to grab that bowl championship. A bit too good for the bowl championship, the Antonians.
Well, yeah, you could say that, Kevin. But when the first round finished, Antonian Rugby was in scatters. But they have somehow managed to resurrect their season and a week out from the final round. They will be ending with the bowl championship secured.
Well, we were talking about how the Canadian schools have fared well in this
Number 3, number 4.
Dialog Schools Rugby League. St. Antonians, after not starting well, are in a position to win the bowl championship, and Trinity possibly could win the league tomorrow. And Kingswood as well, faring ever so well this season. And Sumangala surprisingly put in a very, very good performance throughout the season in the plate segment. But on the other hand, unfortunately, it looks like it will be 2 Canadian schools dropping out from the top division as well.
Replaced by 2 teams from Colombo, as well the league in a bigger and better format will continue this way in through to 2026 as well.
Absolutely, the format has been a lot better than what we've had in the last few seasons. It was only 6 schools, or rather 4 schools, fighting it out in the second round. All the other schools had to sit out and wait for that knockout championship. But this year, they started with the knockout championship, giving the opportunity for all the schools to take part. And when it comes to the league, all the schools have been able to play and fight fairly for those positions that they end up with. And again, a good turnover from the Antonians, but the Thurstan hooker was there on time to collect it back, as Thurstan are looking to score their second try. Still a long way away. The Antonian defense has been organized as of now, hasn't really allowed Thurstan to break through them. Sugathadasa with the carry makes the ball available. Here's the big proper Tarusha. Thurstan being patient there, puts in that grubber. Was not the right option there from Thurstan, but they do have a penalty coming their way as well. Maybe that prompted him to go for that grubber.
Number 29.
Not the correct option. But hindsight is a beautiful thing. However, Thurstan College now will have an opportunity to record their second retry if they manage to execute this line out move well.
Second try up for grabs for the Thurstanites.
Get back,
Just 5 meters away from the whitewash. Here's Karuna Naika with an important line out throw, goes deep, and Thurstan have knocked the ball forward, so will be a scrum in favor of the Antonians.
Well, there you go. The story of this game. Unfortunately for the home team, their lineouts have been lacking. Their restarts have been lacking, and nothing really had gone their way during the first 50 minutes. And in the 51st minute as well, it pretty much seems to be the same.
Disanaika to Lianage. Lianage with not a lot of space to bring in that clearance kick had to go to Kodikara. And Randir Pereira has the ball now, goes towards his outside. Lakmina having just scored a try.
Well, I don't think that's the correct call there by the referee. The ball was clearly passed backwards by the fullback. Just caught off guard for the referees. I think that's why they did call that forward.
Well, seems like he was not in a position, especially to see whether that ball was passed forward. There was a much closer incident in the first half, which was not awarded as a forward, but this, here's the replay of that. Lakmina there.
There you go, you can see clearly that the ball coming out backwards from the hand with the motion.
And a lovely counter scrum from the Antonians, and they have one back position there. Disanaika takes it quickly to Kodikara, to Lianage to goes towards Randir Pereira to Gunawardena on the outside. Not a lot of space to work with. Lakminan up to Gregory. And Disanayaka being brought down by the Thurstan defense, and Antonians with some momentum inside Thurstan's 22. Here's the big forward there, holding on to the ball. And Thurstan have one back position.
The highest try scorer in the number 8 jumper, putting his head into the dark places and securing that penalty. Touch and go, but he did really well to win it. Line out well, in fact the clearance kick not kicked out, as Disanayaka, he has had quite a good game, Kevin.
Absolutely, the skipper has been leading the charge for the Antonians throughout the game. And yet again, Disanayaka cleans the ball out of the ruck. Lianage to Randir Pereira. We've seen that quite often, and Randir Pereira, having scored a brilliant try the last week, does it again. This young boy has a brilliant boot. He runs fast and he scores another Amana Bank try for the Antonians.
What a try there by the number 13, Randir Pereira. That's a name we would all no doubt keep at the back of our heads. Just weaved his way through. There you go. Can see by his motion there by the hands. Well, the Thurstan College defenders, they were just pretty much caught in no man's land, and finished it under the post. And now St. Anthony's College into the 40s.
Well, I was thinking about which try we should award the try of the game, and there you have it. Makes things easy for us. Randir Pereira scored a beauty the previous week, putting 3 defenders of Vidyartha onto the floor, and he repeats the same here. Thurstan with change of kickers goes deep as Lakmina tries to show and go. Puts the ball into Sampath.
Now St. Anthony is just running from pretty much everywhere they can in the field.
St. Anthony's with the penalty will go for that touch find, as Lianage just manages to clear that ball out. Not getting a lot of meters, will be a line out through just inside the 50-meter mark. But well and surely the Antonians have put a deadlock to this game, gained 40 points to 7. There is no coming back for Thurstan with just 14 minutes to go.
A dejected Thurstan College bench looking on.
Avanek Naik with yet another line out through. Thurstan making a few changes. Ekanaika tries to go deep with the line out, succeeds in doing so. Lianage to Kodikara looking to barge to the defense. Lianage yet again puts in that chip kick. Randir Pereira wasn't able to chase it down. Thurstan have one back position. And Thurstan do have a penalty coming their way.
The St. Anthony's players, did well at the beginning of that breakdown, but just losing their footing as they were unable to clear that ball out of the ruck. Now Thurstan striking it in to their opponent's half. They go.
Well, change of kickers has so far worked for Thurstan. The number 10, the fly half, Nehad Saleh, took over the kicking duties from Apurva, and he has done reasonably well as of now.
Well, Kevin, the only question would have been why it took so long.
Karuna Naik with the line out through. Not the result that Thurstan would have wanted out of this game, but they'll be happy that they are secured in the top division. Bit of a shirt pull there, but Thurstan do have possession. Here's Saleh being brought down by the Antonians. Thurstan looking for their second try. Has been so long since they scored their opening try of the game. Will go for that previous advantage that Thurstan had just outside of that 22.
No advantage, and the referee comes back for a scrum. Baffles us all, one and all, watching about that call, but well, won't really have any bearing on the game and on the result. St. Anthony is opting to keep their scrum half back, not near the attacking scrum half. Now to the line they go. Thurstan College, who drops it out short, inside centre. Taking a couple of players, but in the rush finds himself isolated. The penalty goes the way of the visitors.
Number 13, this will be.
Has been a controlled performance from the Antonians. As Lianage goes deep, falls straight into the hands of the Thurstan player who was waiting just by the touchline. Work it is the call from the fans, but Thurstan have other ideas. And they have knocked the ball forward, but will go back to the previous advantage. Hopefully the call won't be changed.
They go back for the advantage. Tackler not rolling away, says referee Tarindu. Thurstan College will be desperate to get their second score of this game. Nothing has really gone their way, as they have been trying really hard, but have not been able to succeed.
Well, plenty of questions were asked from the Antonian management since the inclusion of the experienced coach Salia Kumar, especially in that opening round. St. Anthony is not managing to get a single win in their first 4 games, all 4 games being played at their home conditions. Again, a sloppy pass there from Sugathadasa, followed by another sloppy pass. Thurstan finding it difficult here, but somehow manages to hold on to position. Well, going back to what we were talking about, a lot of questions were asked about the inclusion of Salia Kumar and St. Anthony's underperforming in the opening round. But for the moment, they have answered all the critics. Yes, this is a much lesser position than what they would have hoped for at the start of the season. But still, a championship is always a championship. Some glory for the Eagles from the hill country.
Well, Kevin, glory or not, they will be extremely satisfied with recording 4 wins in the second round. Now everything just seems to be getting out of hand.
16.
The referee calls for time to be switched off.
Captain? Okay.
Having a word with the St. Anthony's players, telling them that they need to retreat 10 meters behind if there is a penalty awarded. Just reminding them of the laws.
Well, Randir Pereira acting as the captain for St. Anthony's. Well, Thurstan finally have got closer here.
I think now we have the answer to our question why he was not kicking from the onset. At the looks of it, he seems to be having a bit of a niggle in his knee. Sally, that is. But also, Kevin, we have the massive task of awarding the Swiss Tech perfect player of the match. And I think I will award that task to you.
Well, you're making things tougher and tougher for me. There are two names which stood out in the game. Omita Disanayaka, the skipper, and Dinuka Jayasundara, the forward from St. Anthony's. Both the players very instrumental in St. Anthony's getting most of those tries. And it is unfortunate to leave out Dinuka Jayasundara, but Omita Disanayaka, I felt, as the skipper, leading the charge for the Antonians, did a very good job.
Okay, ball.
Well, we'll come back to that as Thurstan are getting closer here.
Release, get back.
And just inches away from their second try of the game will more or less be a consolation try for the Thurstanites as the big number 2, Karuna Nayaka, misses.
Twisting and turning, swerving his way through the defense, but just unable to dot the ball down in goal. So now a goal line drop out as a few changes are coming in for St. Anthony's College.
Well, coming back to our Swiss Tech perfect player of the match, and it will be the Antonian skipper Omita Disanayaka, our Swiss Tech player of the match for the day. What a performance it was from the Antonian skipper. Hasn't really been at his best so far, but today he was ever so brilliant, getting a try and being so instrumental in most of the set plays for the Antonians. I hope you will agree with me, Romario.
Yes, of course, Kevin, I would not disagree with you. The skipper has controlled the game. And he has ensured that his team is headed towards the bowl championship.
Well, two of the star players of St. Anthony's, Randir Pereira and Omita Disanayaka, will not be featuring in the next season for the Antonians, and they came out with a big spark in the second round. And even Kalpa Lakmina, their top try scorer, or rather point scorer, he also won't be featuring in the next season, but they have paved the way for the youngsters to take it up from here. This will give some confidence for the Antonians. They were down and out, and they were mentally very down after the first 4 games of the season. And finally, something to cherish for. Well, we are just 4.5 minutes away from the full-time whistle, and St. Anthony's have sealed the win here and have sealed the bowl championship as well. Just a matter of time till the final whistle will be blown off the referee. Tarindu as Thurstan are looking for their second try. Sithija Jayatilaka has the ball. Can he make it 14? Is it held up again? Yes, it is.
Great defensive work by St. Anthony's College. Forwards and backs both coming in to the thick of the action. Now a goal line dropout. By the looks of it, kickers have changed for St. Antony's. And the youngster seems a bit clueless, but puts in a wobbly old kick which bounces and is secured by Thurstan College. Now to the line they go. Floaty old pass collected as Thurstan College tried to string a couple of faces together. Well, before anything of that, Thurstan players had other ideas, but they have somehow managed to win the penalty from the breakdown, holding on, in fact, tackle around the neck. From left to right and back again to where they started off. This couple of faces, Thurstan come. So I think the clean out, that was a bit of a hand arm around the neck, was what the referee was seen.
Just 2 minutes away from the full-time whistle. Thurstan have another opportunity. They have been having a lot of opportunities in the second half to score tries, but they have failed to do so. 2 being held up, and Karuna has another line out through. Well, seems like Gunawardena has had a hit on his head, so the referee wanting the medic to have a look at him. Gunawardena seems to be okay. Well, it may seem to you as a Gramsara fans, but those are Antonian fans sitting there, probably enjoying themselves as Thurstan have changed their line out taker as Tharin, the Senaratna, the replacement, will throw this ball in. Change of focus, will that change the fortune? But nevertheless, a long break coming to an end, and we are on and off. As Senaratna with the line out throw. Thurstan with an opportunity to make it 14 points. Goes short, forms a maul. Thurstan moving forward here. Can they finally go over? An advantage coming the way of Thurstan as well. Opts to take it quickly there, but the referee wants play to be taken back again. Well, getting closer and closer here are Thurstan in the dying moments of this game. $40 points to 7. Another try here for Thurstan means that there won't be any change in the scoreboard, but still Thurstan will be a bit more happier. Here's Thurstan with Jayatilaka, who goes to Senaratna. Senaratna being brought down there. Thurstan getting close here, and it's getting dark here.
Get back! Get back, get back, get back, last foot! Get back! Okay.
Senaratna waiting to collect the balls. Collects it. Advantage coming the way of Thurstan as well. High tackle was the call from the referee. Thurstan getting closer here. They have missed to convert some of these great opportunities. Will they do so yet again? Knocks the ball forward, but we will go back to that high tackle advantage that Thurstan had. And the referee, putting his hands into the pockets, will probably bring out that yellow card. Who is it for? It is for the number... Well, that is Kodikar, who has... beg your pardon, it's not Kodikar, it's the number 3 of St. Anthony's Saneth Ratnayaka, who has been put into the bench, and Thurstan go again at the try. This will probably be the final play of the game.
And by the looks of it, Thurstan College cough up the final chance. And I think I read the lips of the referee saying that it is the last move. And I think it's about time he puts us all out of this misery, Kevin. Thurstan College, well, they have been held scoreless from the 20th minute or so of this game. And for 70 minutes, they have just managed a solitary try.
Set. Okay, steady, wait, steady.
Well, here we are with the final move of the game, and St. Anthony's will probably just kick it out. And there goes the final whistle, and there goes the bowl championship to Katugasto. The St. Anthony's savouring something out of the season by winning the bowl championship.
Well, elated, jubilant St. Anthony's faithful in and out of the commentary box. Enjoying this moment, no doubt, as St. Anthony's College secure the bowl championship in the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2025 season.
Well, a tremendous turnaround this is for the Antonians after losing 4 back-to-back games. They have gone 4 in a row with 4 back-to-back wins. 4 seems to be the number for the Antonians, and it was the number 4, Jayasundara, who started off with the first try for the Antonians, and they have gone on to win the game at the end of the day. A lot of young faces getting some game time at the final minutes of the game, and that will give them a lot of exposure coming into the season next year.
Players of both teams acknowledging each other's effort throughout the past 70 minutes. St. Anthony's College players will be extremely happy with how things have come to an end today.
Well, on your screens is the head coach of St. Anthony's, Salya Kumar. He'll be a happy man. A lot of questions were raised from him at the beginning of the season, but he has done well to turn things around for the Antonians. And that is the Thurstan coach, Shamli Nawaz. Well, not a lot of celebration from the Antonians, rightfully so, because they would have hoped for a better season here. And here's the full-time confirmation: the St. Anthony's 40 and Thurstan 7. We'll quickly have a look at the highlights from the second half. Not a lot for Thurstan in this half. They had the opportunities, but they failed to convert. But St. Anthony's have been on total control throughout the game. This was the first try in the second half of them all, and it was Avan Ekanayaka who went over to score that try.
Antonians will no doubt be going back home extremely delighted with how this game ended. The fullback, well, a lovely swan dive to end that play, and the try of the game by Randir. He has been quite something throughout this last few games, bringing out the razzle-dazzle and the fox in his opponents.
That was Randir Pereira with another try of such individual brilliance. He's scoring back-to-back brilliant tries, and these are the key stats from the game. Thurstan 7, St Anthony's 40. Thurstan with 1 try and St Anthony's with 6. Thurstan with 1 conversion and St Anthony's with 5. And our Swiss perfect player of the match is Sugathadasa Naika, the skipper of St Anthony's College.
Indeed, St Anthony's College absolutely dominant territorially, possession-wise, points-wise. A clean sweep for the visitors as they take home the Bowl Championship of the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2025.
Well, we'll quickly have a look at the upcoming fixtures. A lot to offer in the 9th week of Dialog Schools Rugby League, and Trinity versus Wesley is all set to be the game of the year. And Trinity, with a win, have the opportunity to secure the Cup Championship, and Wesley, if they win out there in Pallekale, they will get close as well. And another game is St Thomas's taking on Royal, a big game that as well. St Thomas's are also in contention to win the Cup Championship, and we also have St Peter's taking on Isipathana, another tightly contested game that will be. And St Peter's and Isipathana have been sharing some great games in the past few years, but the intensity leading up to the game will be a lot different now. And Anand taking on Zahira at Anand College grounds, Vidyartha taking on Mahanama, and Vidyartha, if they lose that game, they will be relegated into the B division. And we also have Science taking on Dharmaraja. Again, the same case for Dharmaraja. They can't afford to lose that game at Science College grounds. And we also have Sri Sumangala College taking on King Suda on Sunday, along with St. Joseph's taking on TS Senanaik, and my fellow commentator Romario De Silva will be in that game as well, commentating.
Indeed, plenty of rugby action lined up tomorrow and on Sunday. 6 games tomorrow, a couple on Sunday, as St. Joseph's make their push towards the plate segment. But well, from us here at Sugathadasa, that's about it, as we hope to see you tomorrow from wherever you are tuning in to the Papare. 6 live games, couple on Sunday, and until then it's me, Romario De Silva, signing off alongside Kevin with our technical and production crew. Thank you and goodbye.
Reserve your BYD vehicle today with John Keel's CG Auto by visiting the BYD showrooms or call us on 0112 125 125.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Some bonds last a lifetime. Nippon Cement.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Saratona enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Muscle Guard Herbal Cream. A herbal cream for rapid relief and complete healing from muscle and joint ailments. Experience rapid relief. A trusted product from Link Natural.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. තමනි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
රාමෙන් පාරක් දාමුද?
මෙතන
විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ඕනෙම තැනක රාමෙන්. හඳුන්වාදන මෙල්බන් ස්නැකර්ස් කොරියන් රාමෙන් සේවරි විස්කට්. රාමෙන් සැරට සෙට් වෙන්න.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
That was summer refresh when the train got to go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Reserve your BYD vehicle today with John Keel's CG Auto by visiting the BYD showrooms or call us on 0112 125 125.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
විහිළු නෙමේ ටෝකියෝ සුපර් ඕන වැඩකට සුපර්.
හරි. ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Our mountains are majestic. They can be life-giving. Some are even sacred, and their heights bear marks of our heritage. Our mountains elevate us. To us, they are ever inspiring.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Hamasitakma pipide, rasa lemon rasa ye. Jeevithayama mihirai, Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, chill when a lemon.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
The road is yours.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. සමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine. Just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit. Never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
සමරි අක්කා.
බිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
දවසම refresh වෙන්න train එකට go.
Night Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
The road is yours.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
මේ දිනවල ඇතිවිය හැකි අසනීප තත්ත්වයන් වලින් ආරක්ෂා වීම සඳහා ප්‍රතිශක්තිය වර්ධනය කර නිරෝගීමත් දවසක් සඳහා සමහන් පානය කරන්න. සෙවදා සමහන් සෙවදා සුවේ.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.